Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. Welcome to April. Earth Day is coming up, so similar to January, I'm gonna take the whole month and focus on one topic. And this topic, this time, because of Earth Day, is going to be sustainability. Because I talk about these things a lot, but I talk about them, same with wellness in January, I talk about these things in terms of quality. But what makes our site so spectacular is also what makes our site so sustainable. And Yakima is one of the most sustainable places to grow grapes in the world. Now, this is critical, and the reason I say Yakima and our site is because site selection is one of the key reasons that we're working with nature instead of against her in order to do all of the things that we need to do to make sure that we can grow grapes reliably every year, which are things like, crucial this week, frost protection. We have to do weed control, we have to do pest control, we have to do disease control, and the environment that we're in the spot that we're in, make that significantly easier. So we're gonna talk about that all month, but because it's cold this week, our nights are like 27 degrees, and we're getting really close to bud break. So you get those tender new tissues, and if they get whacked by frost, that's a huge detriment to how many grapes we're gonna grow and how our vines are gonna grow throughout the course of the year. So, because we're on a hillside, that's the key here, because cold air is heavier than warm air. So if you imagine God pouring a giant pitcher of water up at the top of these hills that's already moving, and moving air is warmer than stationary air, so the air is already moving and it hits these Syrah vines back here and just goes off down towards the valley floor, and all that cold air will settle in something that is more cold hardy or not planted yet, or not our grapes, which means that we have natural built-in frost protection, and we don't have to use any other methods of frost mitigation, which some of them are more environmentally friendly than others, but all of them have some sort of an impact because you're working against Mother Nature. And again, we're able to work with her because of the sustainability of a spectacular site. So site selection and hillside vines are our number one thing for sustainability this month. We will talk more about pest control, disease control, weed control, all of those things that are naturally built in to the site that we have. And again, we talk about all this stuff all the time, but we talk about it in terms of quality. So we're connecting the dots between quality, sustainability, and while we're at it, it's a good excuse to drink some Syrah. Because if you haven't heard me wax poetic about this new vintage yet, where have you been? Because I love this vintage. I think I've talked about it a lot. It's so good. Get yourself some. Great excuse to drink hillside vines. Incredibly sustainable. Cheers.